welcome back, and welcome back. We're getting ready to make a sheet pan glazed meatloaf. We're going to use some breadcrumbs, some Worcestershire sauce, some ketchup, garlic salt, Mrs. Dash, some milk, a cup of red onions, any onion will do, a cup of bell peppers, red, yellow, and orange, 2 eggs. We're going to use this ground pork. We're also going to use some ground beef. We're going to use some ground mustard and brown sugar. Here's your shot of everything we're going to use to make this amazing dish. Let's get cooking. Okay, I went ahead and put the meat in there. I'm using all of that meat. I put the 2 eggs in. I'm going to go in with a good tablespoon of garlic. And if you're not a fan, then don't use it. But I'm going to put in a good 2 tablespoons. She loves garlic. We're going to go ahead and go in with those bell peppers. We're going to go in with the onions as well. We're going to put in a good 2 tablespoons of garlic, the garlic salt. We're going to also use a good 2 tablespoons of the Mrs. Dash. Or since she dropped the Mrs., just Dash. She used to be Mrs. Dash. I don't know when she changed her name. And then we're going to go in with the ground mustard. And I'm going to put in a good 2 tablespoons of that as well. Okay? And then the Worcestershire sauce. We're going to go in with a good 2 tablespoons as well on that. Okay? I'm going to go in with about I'd say about 1/4 of a cup of the milk. And then I'm going to put in a good cup of the breadcrumbs. And then we're just going to mix this together. I'll be right back. I got to check on Nico. All right, I'm back. Nico is my 4th child. He's my little fur baby. And he's just a little on the spoiled side. Just a little bit. Okay, so now we're just going to mix all of this together. Mix it really, really well. You want the ground beef mixed in with that pork. You want that egg mixed in, that the breadcrumbs. You want all of that mixed in really, really well, okay? So go from that bottom and bring it on up. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'd love to have you here, checking me out on a regular basis. And I put out videos pretty regularly. You're sure to find something that you're going to definitely love, fall in love with. And if you need to, feel free to add some more breadcrumbs to this. I won't be doing that. Okay. This is absolutely a delicious dish. Another way to get your meatloaf done, and your meatloaf will be done in no time at all. Okay? Alright, I'm going to get that pan over here, and I'll be right back. Okay, use any cooking spray you like. I will be using my Crisco, but any cooking spray will do just fine. Be very generous with the spray. Okay, and then we're just going to take this and we're going to put it in the pan, because we have to spread it all out. Whoops, watch her as she moves away. I don't want to leave none of that in the pan. And we're just going to take it and we're going to spread it all the way out. And then we're going to make that glaze. And we're going to put that right on top of it. And this is enough meatloaf to take up this whole entire pan. And this is a good way to stretch it out as well. You don't have the big pieces. These are going to be pretty thin compared to what you're used to. But even it out as much as you can, best you can, and as even as you can because you want it to evenly cook. Okay? So flatten her out as best you can. And then once we get her flattened out, like I said, we're going to go ahead and make that delicious glaze. You've seen me make my glaze before. I'm going to use that same one with the ketchup and the brown sugar. Or you can just, like I've said before, you can just simply use ketchup or whatever glaze you normally use. You can also make this a gravy one where you use brown gravy instead of the ketchup. Okay? The family requested the ketchup glaze. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And like I said, you want to get her as flat as you can, as even as you can throughout the whole thing. 'Cause like I said, you want her to cook evenly throughout. Okay? Alright. I'm going to get that glaze, get started on that glaze, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm going to use the remaining amount of ketchup that's in this bottle here. That should be enough. So it's a, what, a 20-ounce bottle. So this is probably maybe about 6 to 7 ounces. I guess I could always break out the other one, but I think this will do. We're going to put in some brown sugar. And I'm going to say maybe 3 tablespoons. I don't want it super sweet, but I like just that little hint of sweetness in it. And then just whisk it all together. Feel like I'm going to need some more because that thing is pretty big. Let me get a little bit more ketchup. I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and put in a 1/2 cup because I think I'm going to need it. That's about 1/2 cup. And so I'm going to also add a couple more tablespoons of brown sugar. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then we're going to mix that up. And then we're going to put that on top of our meatloaf. Alright, so now I'm going to get that meatloaf over here and I'll be right back. Okay, now we're going to take that delicious glaze. We're just going to pour it all on. Then we'll spread it out. We want to have that oven preheating to 350 so it'll be waiting for you instead of you waiting for it. Okay. And then just spread her all about. Yeah, that's a song, isn't it? You do the hokey pokey, you turn yourself around. Okay. So just spread it all over. Could have used a bigger spoon for this, but oh well. Alright, I'm going to spread this on out. I'll be right back. Alright, this is what she looks like. Okay. We're going to put her in the oven for about 30 minutes. On 350, and that's all she's going to need because remember she's pretty thin. Alright, so I'll be back in 30 minutes. You want an internal temperature of 160, so feel free to use your food thermometer, and I'll be back. And look at her, our sheet pan meatloaf. Things made easy with Gigi, all day every day. Don't forget, to like, subscribe, and feel free to share Everybody be blessed and stay safe. We'll see Gigi next time. Take care, you guys.